Hey guys, I am so happy to be here with you. I love coming on live. It makes me so happy. And today I wanted to talk to you about something that I love. I love teaching about manifesting. And as an intuitive, there's so much that I've learned and so much higher guidance that I've been receiving that I really want to share with you about how to support you in manifesting instantly, whether it's your ideal body, whether it's a certain amount of money or your specific person and the love of your life coming to you, or all of the above. We don't have to choose just one. So a few things that I really want to impart on you today that are going to support you tremendously in manifesting instantly. So that's what we want to do here. If you are new to me, I'm Kathryn. I am a spiritual nutritionist. I have healed myself of cancer. I've supported thousands of women around the world in healing and upgrading their bodies and their lives. And that's what I'm really here to help you do, is to come back to wholeness, the truth of who you are before you ever thought you were less than, and to know the limitless potential of who you truly are. So as infinite creators, let's manifest instantly. There's a 5-step framework that I want to share with you. So step 1, what I want you to do is you are going to get very clear. One of the things that we see so often, or that I find so often specifically with the women in my community, is there's a lack of clarity. And I will say, what is it that you want? And they don't know. They will say things that are quite ambiguous. I want to be happy. I want to feel good. I just want to I just want to be good in my body. But here's the thing. The universe responds to specificity. The universe responds to clear, detailed instructions. And you can always leave room for this or something better, but be clear and aim high. It's God said in the Bible, it's not that you ask for too much, it's that you ask for too little. And we really want to look at that and say, okay, wait a minute. What part in me doesn't believe that that's possible? And when I hear people saying, my life is fine, like I'm good, I've been blessed with so much, who am I to ask for any more? That's just a lack consciousness. So I actually want you to go, well, what if you could have anything? What if you could have anything that you wanted? What would that be? And what would that look like for you? And why wouldn't you ask for more? Like if you've got this life, it's not saying not to be grateful and appreciative for what you have, but why not ask for more? And why not believe that you're deserving of that? Like, wouldn't you want to take your family on a trip? Would you want to take care of your kids' tuition and know that you could pay off the debt for anybody in your family, that you could buy your parents that dream home? Whatever it is that you would want to do, whatever ways you'd want to give back, it's like, let's open up. And what I say to people, so when we're looking at manifesting, we actually have to drop into the 4th dimension. The 4th dimension is that of the imagination, the imagined mind. Well, as adults, we stop imagining. We stop actually allowing ourselves to play and to get into the scope of, well, and we hear things like, well, that's not realistic and that could never happen for me. And there's no way that I could make that much money given the job that I have. And this is where I live and I'm stuck here. And my kids we're going to be here until this age, or my husband's job or my partner's job here. And that's all just restriction and limitation. I'm asking you to drop into your imagination. What would you ideally want? Why not just allow yourself to play there in your mind? Remember, the mind doesn't know the difference between a dream or reality. And what's really fascinating? I healed myself of cancer by also applying the method that my body doesn't know the difference between me envisioning myself and seeing myself play out scenarios of myself as healthy and happy and thriving. And the body must replicate what it's experiencing visually, that we're feeling vibrationally, right? Because our cells are going off of the vibrational frequency. So when you're sitting in a state of joy, there's more joy, right? When we're sitting there fixated on lack, there's more sadness, there's more doubt, there's depressive thoughts, right? So I wanted to give you this simple framework before we go into the 5-step process, because step one of this process is you want to be clear. And how do we get clear? By tapping into our imagination and opening our mind to whatever it is that we would want to conceive, and then going there and allowing that and being there and staying there and playing in that space, and then going, what else would I want? And what else would I want? And what else would I want? And what else would I want? Okay? Next, what you want to do after you get clear is then you want to ask yourself, do I believe that this is possible? So you're going to get really, really clear, and then you're going to dial that into putting it in order, right? Like, what would be the top thing on your list? What would you ideally like to have happen in the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a year from now, right? And then what you want to do is simply get clear on, well, is there any part of me that doesn't believe that this is possible? Is there any part of me that's saying I can't make that amount of money, that I can't meet my specific person, that I can't have this body, that's just not possible? And what I really want you to understand is you can affirm till the cows come home, and you can have affirmations, and you can journal every day, and you can sit in the vision. But if you have subconscious programming that's countering what it is that you want to call in and create, then it will counter it completely, and it will cancel it out. So you really want to sit there and ask yourself and go, wait a minute, okay, let me get clear on this. If this is something that I'm really wanting, well then I want to put these down on paper. What is stopping me? What is blocking me? What is telling me that that can't happen for me? What are the thoughts? And then something that I like to do is take that a step further. So not only am I going to journal them down and ask myself, are there any blocks? Then I say, higher self, please guide me. Show me anything that's been blocking me. Show me visually in my higher consciousness any images or visions of people, places, or constructs or things that are blocking me in my subconscious from materializing that in my 3D reality. Okay? So what will happen with that is you might get an image of your father. You might get an image of your mother. You might get an image of a sibling or a certain amount of money. And for those of you specifically where you're like, every time I just cannot seem to get above this amount of money, that means that you've got an energetic minimum that's set there, right? So if we want to manifest past that, if it's the same thing with love, or it's like, I get this far in a relationship, but I never go any further, or we want to go into these steps, right? Okay. Body weight, it's the same thing. It's like, okay, well, do I believe it's possible that I could be that healthy? Do I believe it's possible that I could this? I often will have women go, well, I don't need to look like blah, 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 or I don't need to wear a bikini or something, or I don't need to, I'm like, what is it you really want? Let's get into, I want to get out of what you think is realistic, because God doesn't play in realistic. The universe doesn't respond to realistic. The universe created this magnificent world that we live in. So there is no time or space reality. We have created the construct of time that's blocking us and working against us, or it can work for us based off of what we state and what we believe. So step one, you're going to get clear on what you want. Step two, and you're going to get clear on what you want by dropping into the fourth dimension, that of the imagination, allowing yourself to play and to imagine and ask yourself, what is it I really want? Get out of realistic. Step two, you're going to sit there and say, is there anything that's blocking me from believing that this is possible? Could I believe that this is possible for me? Is there an element in me that could just say, it's possible? I might not fully believe it, but it's possible. It's possible that this could happen. I'm not going to limit it out. It seems a bit crazy. Okay, well, let's get clear. Then we're going to say higher self, God, consciousness, all the powers that be, show me anything that's standing in the way of that being my reality in the 3D. Higher self, show me images, constructs, anything that could be blocking me. And that's how we're going to get clear on what might be going on in subconscious programming that would be countering this desire that you have. So if you've been sitting there staring at vision boards, right, year after year, and it's not materializing, there's something going on in your subconscious programming energetically that is stopping you and blocking you. And this is what I have found to be a fantastic way to actually unleash that and get clear on that and have it shown to you very clearly. Remember, you have all the answers inside of you. We just want to access them. And this is going to help you do just that. Step three, what you're going to do is you're going to get a journal, and I have to attribute this to Regan Hillier. If you don't know who that is, she's incredible, manifesting guru. I'm just going to call her a guru, a coach, a guide, a teacher. She's all over YouTube. She's incredible. But she spoke about this, and I took this on, and I really want to attribute it back to her because I thought it was so beautiful. And it's the context of framing. Well, I talk about framing, but I'm going to take what she taught and put it in my own construct here. And I often teach about framing, and everything is the frame in which we put it in. Well, she talked about when she gets journals and she basically puts an energy around it, right? And we could call it, let's just call it a spell. We're going to say it's just declaring, and you just want to state, I decree and declare that this journal is magic for me. Right? And you can write it on there. You're going to take it and you're going to put your hands on it, your own energy. And you're going to say, I decree and declare that this journal is magic for me, that everything that I write in here works out for me, that every desire on my heart and everything that I want to happen for me manifests instantly. And you ingrain in yourself that you know that whenever you pick up your pen to write in that book, that it is your magic book, and that everything will happen for you, okay? This is extremely powerful and potent as long as you believe it is. Which brings me to my next point. So far, that was just step 3 of this process. Step 4 of this process is we want to work on belief. And belief was tied to point 2, where I said we want to get around what would be blocking you. But understand that the premise of all manifestation is, do you believe it could happen for you? And if you don't, then it cannot manifest. I don't care how many techniques you do. I don't care how many journeys, and I don't care how many journals. I don't care how many affirmations or vision boards and how much action you take. If you don't believe that you can have the thing that you're asking for, then that's where the work needs to go for it to manifest into your reality. And that's what I really want to ask you is, whatever you wrote down, can you get behind the belief and do the beliefs work that I pointed out in step 2? And step 5 to this is you're going to hold the end vision. You're going to drop into the end state. The end state meaning that you have everything you want. Everything you wrote down on the list, all of your desires, they're yours. You're now in the vibrational energy of, you're at your ideal body, you have your specific person, you have all the money, you did the career, it's there, you're that version. How do you feel? What is going through you? Are you at peace? Are you proud? Are you just happy and content? Are you feeling so fulfilled? What is that version of you wanting now? So when we drop into that end state, it's not just, oh my God, I did it, right? Which is a beautiful vibrational energy. But we also want to go, who's the version of me that I became, and what's she wanting now? And by doing that, what you do is you open up the full energetic container. So we are actually going to create 6 steps here so that I can simplify it for you even more. Step 5 is going to the end state. And what I want you to do is you're going to hold the vibration for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And what I mean by that is, let's just say you have your goal is, I want to be 115 pounds. Like, I'm just making something up, right? And you're like, or I'm just in the healthiest, like, best shape of my life. I'm so this and that, and I just turned 50 and I'm whatever. Okay, great. And see yourself going to your 50th birthday party and everybody just being like, what? You look amazing. And you're like, I know I do, right? Right? Like, you're just sitting there and you're just like, yes, it happened for me. It happened for me. This is done. Like, I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to think about it. Like, I am so proud of me. I would walk around naked because I look so good, girl. Like, put me in a thong. Like, I don't even know what just happened. I think my body's better than when I was 20, right? Like, you would just be sitting there. So you're going to hold that vibrational energy of like, I'm a badass, I'm a big deal. And like, I did it. I didn't just talk about it. And I didn't just lose 10 pounds. I rock this, like, right? Like, arms, abs of steel, butt is lifted. I'm 50 and fabulous, right? So we're just saying that. So what you're going to do, somebody on here is watching that's turning 50 and I'm talking to you because it came in so loudly. I was like, 50, all right, we're going to go with 50. So I'm saying this to you, and what you're going to do is you're going to hold that vibration. You're going to hold that vision. You're going to hold that, yes, that's me, right? Like I'm feeling it. Like, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And you're going to hold that vibrational energy and that vision. You don't even have to have the vision. You can just have that vibrational energy for 30 seconds minimum to 2 minutes or more. And you want to set a timer to do this every hour on the hour as often as possible until you start to see things manifesting in your 3D reality that you were desiring to be and to come to fruition for you, right? In your 3D. So that's step 5. And step 6 to manifesting instantly that you're going to do is then you're going to drop into this end state version of you, right? So I'm going to go, okay, this is like Melissa 2.0. I knocked it out of the park. I did it all. We are now entering into like whatever. And let's just say it's going into 2025. And I'm going to go, who's that version of me that has blank, blank, and blank? Well, what's she want now? So let's just say you wanted to be debt free or you wanted a certain amount of money or other things, right? Well, all of a sudden you're now in that vibration. Well, let's just say now you're debt free and now you have all this money that you're making each month. You're probably working with a financial planner. You might be looking at real estate for investing. You might be opening up different Roths. You might be investing differently. You might have a portfolio set. I don't know, right? But there would be different steps that you would be doing. If your goal was to start a business and you're like, I'm already there and I have a profitable, multiple six-figure business, then you might be going, okay, well, maybe at this point you're bringing on employees or hiring team. Maybe you're building this out even more and what's your next goal? And what's your schedule look like now? So you would want to start going, who's that version of me, right? And what that's going to do for manifesting is open up your receptive container, because everything about manifesting is not only believing, but your ability to receive what comes in. So when you're now in the space of, I already have it, remember, the mind doesn't know a difference between a dream or reality. And when we're manifesting, we have to hold the faith that it's coming. We have to be in the expectancy, even without seeing it, and just be like, oh no, I expect it. Oh no, it's coming. Oh no, I know it. So what am I doing next? Because that money's coming. So I need to know, I need to open other bank accounts. It needs a bucket to go in. And then I also know, right? Like whatever it is, or if it's your SP, it's like, okay, well, we're probably planning our vacations. And we're probably going to look at some wedding venues. Maybe I'm going to start putting a Pinterest board together for my wedding. Do you get what I'm saying? You're operating from that future version. And not only does that open up your receptive container, but holding that vibrational frequency and energy from that vibration, oh, girl, that is potent energy. Potent. And what it's going to do is you're going to start getting energetic downloads from that future version of you. And those energetic downloads are going to give you ideas for this current version of you to create very, very quickly and to quantum leap yourself over to that realm instantly. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you're operating now under a completely different mindset. We're now going from 5 years out you, 1 year out you, 3 month out, whatever it is, how far you want to go. And she's now giving you guidance on what you need to do and how you need to show up differently. So she might be going, you need to start that YouTube channel, right? Or she might be going, girl, I need you to go on live every day, right? Do you get what I'm saying? You're going to get different guidance. I don't know. And so I'm like, I don't know these voices that are coming to me, but I'm getting all this guidance for whoever is watching this. So do it. This is your sign. So this is your 6-step framework to manifest instantly anything that you want in your life, okay? And I can tell you this as an intuitive, the guidance that I've received, it is potent, it is powerful, it will work for you. I promise you. Do the steps, but I can tell you it doesn't happen without beliefs. So you have to do the beliefs work. You have to look at, do I actually believe that this is possible? Even if it seems crazy, even if it sounds completely delusional and is polar opposite of how I'm living my life right now, and I don't know how it happens. Do I believe that it could? Do I believe in this enough? Do I have faith? And if it's like, yeah. And if you're like, no. And you're writing in your journal, no, I don't. Like, that you'd be a fraud. This could never happen. This blah, blah, blah. That's crazy. How would we do that? Pro tip, do not get caught in the how. You're not supposed to know the how. All you need to know is there was a desire that was planted on your heart and it was given to you from the divine, which means it's already done. And it also means that it was meant for you because there's only one you. There's only one you who can do what you're being called to. Even if there's 50,000 songwriters, even if you're like, well, I want to write a book, but everybody wants to write a book. There's only one you that would write a book the way that you would write the book. And it was given to you by divine consciousness for you to bring to fruition, to impart on the world through your expansion and your expression, which is why your soul came here. So allow for that, trust in that, be in that. That is the power that is you. That is your unique footprint. And it was given to you, and I promise what will come from that will be that financial flow, will be that abundance, will be that prosperity, will be the legacy, will be everything that you desire and so much more, because being paid to be you, being loved for being you, being recognized for being you, being appreciated and seen for being you is your gift back to God, to the powers that be. But also, I want you to know this, all the blessings that the universe has for you can now come to you because you're not blocking it by trying to be anybody else but you. Okay? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know we mix it up a lot here on Limitless, which is the channel, which is really about living the limitless mindset so that you can thrive in life in a body that you love. I'm here to help you do just that and give you the steps that you need to succeed, and especially to impart on you how to reprogram your subconscious mind and align spiritually, soul, body, mind, spirit, so that you can truly, truly live a full life fulfilled, being yourself and achieving beyond your dreams. I love you so much. If you want more content like this, please let me know in the comments below. And if you are an awakened soul that would like to join our Sacred Success Circle, we will be opening up our next round of applicants. That will be for the program starting in August. Applications will be opening in the next few weeks. Let me know, put sacred in the comments below, and we will make sure to get you on that list. And if you want anything, if you want more videos like this, let me know. If you enjoyed this, please comment and subscribe. This channel, I'm creating so much content that I'm just in love with you guys. I appreciate you so much. I'm so honored to be here with you and to have you as a part of the community. Like I said, please share this. It means the world when you subscribe. And if you're interested in working with me in any capacity, all the links and different programs, courses, and things that we have below. And like I said, Sacred Success Circle, we're taking on new students starting in August. So if you want that to be you, let us know, put sacred in the comments below. All my love, let me know any questions you have. I'm here for you every step of the way. And I wanna know from you, what are you wanting to manifest? What are you wanting to bring into your world so we can hold that intention for you and bless it completely so it can come to you. All my love, and I'll see you in the next one.